back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tari here at I'll Define Myself, and welcome to Parliament. Welcome if you are here for the first time. Welcome back to our family if you are returning. We are growing bit by bit, and I just want to express my gratitude for each and every single one of you. With that being stated, let's go ahead and dive into this reading. This reading is going to be an August monthly reading for spiritual messages coming through that I will be channeling for the sign of Aries. So, if you have Aries in your sun, moon, rising, Venus placements, this message is for you. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in. In this moment, I'm going to encourage you to pause, okay? Take a deep breath, activate your intuition, be in community, okay, with us. And it's important for you to activate your intuition because only you know if this applies. If it does not, we are not here to force anything that does not resonate, okay? Okay. Hello, Aries. I hope that you all have been well, that you've been taking care of yourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Let's be present with one another and consult with Spirit. Spirit, what messages do you have for Aries for the month of August? Are there any areas specifically of their life that you are trying to highlight for them? Okay, so we have freedom coming through. Freedom is the first spiritual message that's coming through. And then you have a wave of emotions. Wave of emotions. Um, Very, very interesting. So the first thing that I noticed first and foremost is literally like the juxtaposition in the lighting of the cards, right? Freedom is light, it's bright, it's airy. You're soaring. Look, you're right along there with the birds. You're stretching, you're reaching um for the sky. You're a part of the sky. You are one in that aspect, right? You've got a lot of solar plexus energy here with a lot of the yellow. So you could be moving confidently right now in your life when it comes to just sort of where you are and kind of being secure in that space with where you are, because I feel like you've put in the work to get to this point. And during this time, I don't want you to get intimidated or afraid by the wave of emotions. Part of me feels like you've just been feeling a wave of emotions with where you are currently sitting, but the reality is that everything that you are either getting ready to walk into or that you are currently in, because I feel like it could vary depending upon the individual, but you may feel so many different things. You may experience a number of emotions. Spirit wants you to lean into that energy, okay? I just heard create space to feel. Because look, Aries, I know that you guys are very strong, right? Fire sign, like all of that stuff, right? But you don't always have to be and operate in that space. But there's a part of me that kind of feels like spirit is wanting you to make sure that you create the space, whether that's like your own little nook or even if it's like 15 minutes or on your way to work, right? But create space for you to experience the emotions that you are experiencing. Experiencing emotions or having emotions doesn't mean that it's not a negative thing, right? Like a lot of the times people will say, "Oh, he's emotional. Oh, she's emotional. Oh, they're emotional," right? And there's a negative connotation affiliated with it. But there's a part of me that I get the sense that spirit wants you to know that creating space for you to sit in these emotions, and again, it's a wave, right? Waves are constantly flowing, right? It's the ebbs and flow, it's the going with the current, because you don't want to go against the current, right? So ride the wave, okay? Create the space for you to ride the wave as you are getting ready to step into this newfound freedom, or maybe even just feeling like you're in it right now, like you're in that stage of freedom, but there still could be like so much that you have to do, or so much that it feels like you have to get done. um but spirit wants you to flow with the current and relax into and create space for whatever series of emotions that you may be feeling right now. And it's gonna vary for each of you. Like, not everything is going to be the same. You are probably stepping into a major aspect of your life, or recently stepped into a major aspect of your life. Um, and there's a part of spirit that wants you to trust where you are. Trust where you are, but also to allow yourself to really soak in the shades, the many shades of this experience. I'm not trying to sound cryptic at all. Um, Ultimately, be present, okay? You have healer energy coming through. So, some of you guys, I get the feeling, are definitely like, you are givers, you are healers, you are constantly there for others. And I think that you constantly serve as a space on multiple levels for other people to heal, to be, to experience, to sit with their emotions. I get the feeling that this is spirit is telling me like this is a part of like your path. Like, this is a part of your role. This is a part of um your purpose as you were here, at least in this lifetime, right? And you are the type of person that people naturally feel comfortable talking to. You're the type of person who is strong enough for people to um, sit and experience like their spaces, right? Their spaces, their emotions. But there is a part of I get the feeling, but there's a part of me that is feeling like maybe spirit wants you. I just heard, don't let being there for others like overpower or overshadow your ability to really sit and be present and absorb like this freedom energy. So like, it really is important for you to create the space to be present in this moment. And again, you could definitely have like a lot going on right now. People depend on you. You're reliable, right? Um, just don't forget about yourself in the process. And although I know you are the sign of self, so you're probably like, how am I going to forget about myself? Girl, we don't forget about ourselves. But the reality is that sometimes you can be pulled in so many different directions. Okay, so for example, it could be a project, right? Maybe there's been something that you've been wanting to do, that you've been eager to do for yourself, but because of everything that you have going on, competing responsibilities, priorities, etc., it just hasn't been something that you've been able to bring to fruition. But I get the feeling that it's something that brings you peace, it's something that brings you joy, it's something that you also need to do for yourself, and spirit wants you to prioritize whatever that might be. And it's going to vary for you in the month of August. Spirit, is there any other aspects um, that you would like to shed some light on for Aries? Oh, I had a card that flipped over, but then it just kind of, it flipped and I like lost it. But look, it'll come back. It'll come back. Hold the space for yourself, Aries. Hold the space for yourself. And if it's difficult for you to hold space for yourself, surround yourself with people who are going to remind you to hold space for yourself, or encourage you to do so. It takes a village. It takes a tribe. Is there anything else, Spirit? Oh, we have good news. Okay, this is nice. Again, okay, so you guys, you could either be getting ready to get some good news, or whatever is coming for you, or what you are currently experiencing, is the good news from the divine that is ultimately leading to this aspect of freedom in your life, right? Um, who knows? You could be free from, an extra set of things to do. You could be free from a person. You could be free from a job. You could be free from a situation. But I get the feeling that you were getting ready to get some good news that is going to ultimately make you want to exhale. And there's a part of me that gets the feeling that maybe, just maybe, um, you guys haven't necessarily gotten a chance to just exhale. Like, you maybe had moments where you're just like, oh, okay, like, I'm just gonna take a pause, right? But, like, no, like, you're getting ready to, I feel like, be able to just sort of feel lighter at the end of the day, right? Because you're meant to soar, right? You're meant to embrace and embody this energy, okay? So just be mindful of that during the month of August, okay? Let's pull from the tarot, Aries, and see if we can get some clarity on some of these cards. So, Spirit, when it comes to freedom, what exactly is the energy there for Aries? Can we clarify freedom, please? Can we clarify freedom? Is Aries being freed from something? Are they stepping into something that's going to free them? What what does this freedom symbolize, represent? What's the purpose of it? Where are they being guided to? Because it almost looks like you're reaching, like you're also reaching for something. Um, and again, you all could be, only you know exactly how this freedom card is actually applies and resonates. Overall, I feel like this is a very freedom. You have Six of Pentacles. Okay, so you have some earth energy coming through. Definitely some grounding energy. I feel like you've definitely got some, you've got some love coming your way, Aries. You've got some people who are going to be in your corner, surrounding you, pouring into you. Okay, um, and it's, that could be a part of the freedom, right? Realizing, hey, like, I don't have to do all of this on my own, or oh my gosh, people are finally showing up. To clarify the wave of emotion, we have the Nine of Pentacles energy coming through. More earth energy, you guys. More earth energy. So again, this freedom that you are experiencing, whatever is coming towards you, this good news that you're getting ready to receive, that's going to serve as a catalyst of positive, just love and energy in your life. You were meant to sit with and feel these emotions, Aries, okay? Create the space for you to do that. And again, as I stated before, you have the support, okay? You have the tribe. And make sure that you are surrounding yourself with people who are also going to pour into your cup as well, okay? But your hard work, the intentionality that you put into something or behind something is paying off, okay? It is paying off. Now, when it comes to this healer energy, we have the Hanged Man coming through. Okay, we have the Hanged Man, which I feel like is a direct reflection again of, I know that this is a part of your divine purpose in this lifetime, right? But you also cannot pour from an empty cup, okay? So enforce those boundaries. Make sure that you're not self sacrificing. And I know you are the sign of self, so you're probably like, me sacrifice? Nah, ain't nobody sacrificing. But the reality is that Spirit does want you to take some time to really be present for whatever is getting ready to unfold in your life, if it is not already unfolding. Okay, I feel like this is a long awaited moment, something that you've been waiting for, maybe something that you didn't necessarily think was going to happen or was going to be possible. And like literally, like, it's getting ready to happen, or You are literally like in the beginning stages of it, like as it's happening. And you, everything in life is about balance. So again, there's nothing wrong with being there for others. There's nothing wrong with pouring into others, okay? But just keep in mind, like, don't forget about yourself along the journey, right? Like, you're like the leader, right? The leader, and you are trying to make sure that like your team is good, right? Like, do you guys have water? Do you have what you need? Do you have this? Do you have that? But at the end of the day, with you being a leader, you have to make sure that you are also fully nourished, replenished, and all of those things. Okay? So do not forget that. Spirit, can we possibly clarify this good news that could be coming towards Aries, or let's see, or what could already be going on and unfolding for Aries as it relates to this good news? I'm excited for you all. I feel like overall this was a very calm reading. Like, my energy overall feels calm. There wasn't any anxiety or anxiousness or anything like that. And so I think that that is amazing. To clarify the good news, we have 8 of Cups. So there is something that you are leaving behind, okay? Or something that you've left behind. And as a result of that, whenever you leave something behind, you are always walking towards something else, okay? From this, I see something greater. For this, I see something more prosperous. For this, I see that you are walking towards, even in this 8 of Cups, this artistry, you're walking towards the light, right? You're walking towards this freedom. You're building your freedom, okay? You are in this energy where it's like, um or spirit is encouraging you to be in this energy where it's like, oh, no, 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 you're not going to dim my light, you're not going to dull my shine, you're not going to rain on my parade. Like, I will let you go. Like, it's not worth it. I see you for who you are, I see it for what it is, so I'm going to move forward and adjust accordingly, right? Like, this is what this 8 of Cups energy is giving, okay? The good news is that you are finally sitting in a space and place where you are okay with just letting go, letting things be, and really just being like, nah, like, I don't need you. I don't need this. If you're not going to be supportive, if you're not going to be then like, I'm not doing it. I'm not dealing with it. Okay? Like, I don't need it. We don't need it. Like, whatever. But I feel like you have this no nonsense energy with like where you're currently sitting because you've worked so hard. Like, you literally see what you desire unfolding before your eyes. If it has not, then it is going to. And you're going to be protective of that energy. Okay? You're going to be protective of that space. And that's great. Okay? Because the reality is that you are in a very prolific time, in a prosperous time, an abundant time. And there is a lot for you to be grateful for. So just make sure that you are present to create space to allow yourself to like feel what you need to feel. Okay? Let's see. What else, Spirit, do you have for Aries? We're going to pull from a few more oracle cards, okay, to close us out, and we're going to end with a spirit animal oracle card, Aries, for what energy you need to channel for the month of August, okay? Spirit, what divine messages or message do you have for Aries? You had quite a bit of earth energy just between the 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. So it could be necessary to find some strategies and some ways to ground yourself, Aries. Because I do feel like you've kind of like been on the go, right? Okay, you have love coming through. Love coming through. It's not about finding love. You are love itself. Help me, Lord, to send so much compassion and caring to the inner child that I always remember I myself am loved. So, what can you do during this time? Because the inner child is so important, and Spirit is clearly shedding some light with that card as it relates to your inner child, okay? And remembering that you yourself are love. You are love and you are loved. So, what can you do during this time to sort of feed that energy, right? Feed the energy of your inner child. Is there a particular area, Spirit, that Aries should highlight during this time? Okay, we have let loose. I mean, that's not literally what the card is saying, but it is what it means. Run wild. Let your inner wild child run forth. You guys, let this inner child run forth. Go forth and fly. Be great. Embrace the freedom. Okay, you are so deserving of it in so many ways. Okay, it's time for you to like literally live your manifestations. That's what I just heard. Like, live your manifestations. And don't let anybody make you feel bad or get in the way of it, because I mean, you've come too far. I will say that. Okay. Spirit, what final message do you have? What spirit animal energy does Aries need to channel during the month of August? Ooh. Oh my gosh. We have number 32, Hawk Spirit. Let spirit be your guide. Literally, as you have this figure here in this freedom card, which I keep coming back to because it's so beautiful, but you're literally soaring high. I know the hawk isn't the eagle, but I do know that like the hawk, like you're soaring, right? And hawks have very good eyesight, if I remember correctly. Um Hawks embody just like a lot of just strength in that sense. And you are a strong person, okay? Hawks are very intuitive by nature as well. And I get the feeling that you are as well, Aries. So continue to ground yourself, ground your energy, and know that spirit is your guide. You are so deserving of what is coming to you if you are not already watching things manifest and unfold before your eyes. Okay, Aries, that's what I have for you for your monthly reading. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, join Parliament. Okay, we would love, love, love to have you. I'm wishing you peace, love, light, and I will talk to you all later.